necklace is bones? Yeah, it's got his wife's bones.
In Cleveland, Ohio, in April 2024, a child walked into the driveway and stopped cold, scattered teeth, a trail of blood. The woman who lived here, 56-year-old Tammy DeBussent,
put her into 2 bags, is that right?
No.
I thought you said maybe I misunderstood. You put her into 2 bags?
her boyfriend, 59-year-old James Drehos, said nothing. This wasn't a disappearance. It was a slaughter.
But you certainly deserve this sentence consecutively. So you were looking at a 14 to 19.5 year sentence, sir, that you could...
James had gone very far. He couldn't part from his girlfriend. What he did to keep her memory alive will leave you in shock.
Speak with you. We got an investigation going on. I just need you. Just come to me, please, James. James, keep your hands where I can see them.
Hold on. Let me get my pants tied up.
You guys gotta get me that.
Yeah.
You see both hands?
Come on to me, James.
What's up, man? How are you?
Step out past me. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hang on,
Come on, let me get my pants
We're
up.
gonna help you with that. Turn around, put your hands behind your back real quick, okay? Here you go, James. Hands back here. Hands back here. Thanks.
Officers were scouring every inch of the house, and as they stepped into the dark, it hit them. Whatever was buried down here was never meant to surface.
James, anybody else in there with you? Yeah, thanks.
Is there anyone else inside the house, James?
Hot dog.
What's your dog's?
That's Augustino.
That's what?
Augustino.
Police! Cleveland Police Department! Hi, puppy.
You want to hold them? We're going to circle around. Yep. Just give them the picture to cut right.
Blue, blue. Hi, puppy. You're okay. Good dog, good dog. Basement.
Basement.
I can hold this.
All right. We got a basement over there. Hold on. You got
You're okay. You're not in trouble. You're a good dog.
And just when it couldn't get darker, cops revealed that Tammy hadn't been seen in nearly 2 months. Meanwhile, the FBI was already closing in.
Got his wife's bones. Yeah, I don't think so. She's been missing since the middle of May. No. It's not looking good for her.
God. Better not break me.
Thank you.
So listen, we want to get to it. We promised you that we would tell you what we're doing, and we want to be 100% with you, right? We would like to talk to you about, well, you guess. Why do you think we want to talk to you?
Because I'm sick?
Well, we're not the paramedics. In a former life, I actually was a paramedic. But
Really?
Yeah, I still am, just not a practicing paramedic. But that's not why. Not because you're sick. Why might the police want to talk to you, do you think?
He sat back, unfazed. Ike, her vanishing was routine, said she'd taken off after one of their usual blowouts. No urgency, no grief, just vague timelines and colder indifference.
Is there anything going on in your life, or can you think of any reasons we might be here?
Oh, the Tammy problem?
Right, the Tammy problem. Right.
Yeah, she ran away.
Perfect. So can you tell us a little bit more about that? Just some more detail, like when that happened, what was going on?
God, that happened in the middle of May.
Okay. So what happened in the middle of May?
Me and her got in an argument.
Okay.
And she ran out the front door, and that was it.
Do you remember what day that was?
I think it was about the 15th, I think.
Okay. And what was the argument about?
She got pissed at me all the time.
Even with all the evidence, James was still spinning it. He claimed Tammy vanished on her own after some petty fight, but detectives had seen enough.
She said I didn't bathe enough, and that I didn't get a job and everything, and then she just left. And what said is she's a hitchhiker kind of girl.
Okay.
I remember that, and because I remember her showing up in a Freightliner one day, and she was running on the road with some other guy.
To like kind of when things were starting to sour, and she was really on you. That was more recent. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And
a month and a half ago, I'd say.
things got
Yeah,
kind of boiling over.
Oh yeah, she's like, you ain't working, you ain't doing this, you ain't bathing enough, and all kind of stuff.
She was really putting the boots to you, it sounds like, huh?
And she walked.
He painted her as a drifter, someone who'd hitch a ride and vanish without warning. But even that story was starting to rot at the edges.
So on the day that she left, do you remember that day?
Yeah, well, it was in the evening,
Okay. So like approximately what time?
7 o'clock maybe,
Okay, about 7 p.m.
6 or 7, yeah. She
So she
walked out the door.
What'd she do? Pack a bag, grab some stuff, shoot out the door? Okay, what did she take with her?
All the clothes on her back and her jeans. She had a t-shirt on and some jeans, that was it.
But I said packed a bag and left, and you said yes. Did she not pack a bag?
I don't remember. All it was just maybe extra clothes.
Okay, so a bag with some extra clothes.
Mm-hmm.
How about her phone? Did she bring her phone?
No, actually she left that.
Okay.
And it went out. The phone was already...
As he dropped the details, the inconsistency started to surface. However, the investigators weren't buying the disappearing act, not this time.
So you haven't had any contact with her after about the 15th, yeah?
No, I never...
And
No.
you're sure you saw her leave the house?
Go and look.
Yeah.
Dig through the house. Go...
Well,
Even my neighbor goes, oh, you buried her in the backyard? I go look.
Why?
No, I didn't.
why would your neighbor say something like that?
Because he's a joker.
Okay. James, we were there today with the search warrant. That's how we ended up at your house.
I was wondering why you fellers was all over there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look everywhere you want, eh?
Well, we did, and we've recovered some stuff.
Like what?
James shrugged it off, laughed about the neighbor's twisted joke. But the discovery made at his house was no joke.
What do you think we might have found around the property?
A what?
What do you think we might have found around the property? I mean, look, this isn't going to be a big shocker. So what we wanted to do is just figure out what happened here, and so we can all move on, right? But what do you think we might have found around the property?
Beer cans.
I actually don't know if we found a bunch of beer cans. We didn't. We didn't find beer cans. Jimmy, we found some bones. We found some
Bones?
Yeah. Found some bones. So we want to talk to you about the bones.
If the eerie feeling of finding human remains across the backyard wasn't already enough, James's was only making the investigation even harder.
Hey, there are a lot of reasons that things happen, and it sounds like, especially Tammy was really after you. And we're understanding people, but we just kind of have to know the truth, right? And we found human bones on the property of your house. Not just in one place, in a few places. So what we're here to do is to make sure that you're not some kind of like maniacal serial killer, right? Which I don't think you are. You seem like a very friendly guy, frankly. But we do have to get an explanation for this, right? We have to figure out what happened. And there are a lot of reasons that people die, okay? But we need to hear from you how those bones ended up where they are and who they belong to. I mean, we think we know who they belong to. But Jimmy, we will work through this, okay? We don't think you're a monster. We think that, life got the better of you for a minute, and...
The mask was slipping, but James wasn't about to give in.
Situation, but let's just figure it out. It's not the end of the world. What's the deal with the bones?
Human bones?
Yeah. Jimmy, this isn't... They didn't magically appear, okay? And we are, I'll be real honest with you, we don't know who they belong to right now conclusively because we haven't had enough time to do that kind of science. But that science exists and we're doing it right now, and we're going to know very shortly because it's teeth and bones and identifiable parts. So we have DNA technology and dental records and things like that. They're all going to be able to conclusively identify who these bones came from. Mm-hmm. And we just need to know the truth. Before we figure out exactly who it is, we just need to know from you who that is.
As the investigation progressed, forensics would soon confirm the identity, teeth, DNA, bones. But before science spoke, the agents needed Jimmy too.
It looks like a domestic dispute. That's just me from looking at it from the outside as somebody who hasn't known you for more than an hour, let's start with what happened, what really happened with Tammy. And then we can get to how the bones ended up where they are. But this argument, I'm assuming, got physical at some point.
Yeah.
And was she pushing you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And were you pushing her?
Self-defense. It was to the point where she's an angry Irish woman, and she was always pushing on me, right? And I pushed back. Don't make me relive it.
We kind of have to. I mean, you understand.
She was always a troublemaker.
Okay.
Always drinking really hard, and she would always turn pink and mad. And we got in a fight, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, a serious fight.
Yeah. So tell me what happened in the fight.
He blamed the booze, her temper, said she struck first, but this wasn't a lover's quarrel gone wrong. This was beginning to reek of something far darker.
You ever meet somebody that's strong as you, even though they're smaller than you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And in self-defense, you gotta do what you gotta do. You get a couple punches here and there, and that's it.
So is that what happened? Did you end up having to punch her?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
because she punched me
Right. And where did you punch her when you punched her?
in her head.
Okay. So you punched her a few times in her head, and is that what killed her? Did she stop moving right then, or did you have to do anything else?
No, that was it. You know,
He claimed it started like any other argument, but the bruises told a different story.
You're in the driveway punching her, and that's when she expires. Is that right?
that's about it, yeah.
Okay. Did you sustain any injuries? Like, did you have to bandage yourself up or go to the hospital or anything like that?
Oh, I got bandages at home.
Okay.
Curads.
So you did it yourself. You didn't have to call EMS or anything like that, right? Did you have to use any weapons, like a knife or a gun or anything, a hammer, nothing?
No.
So, just so I'm going to go through it. So you thought she was going to walk away. You guys are arguing, verbally arguing. You thought she was going to walk away, but she gets really upset and is kind of like really, really yelling at you. Yeah?
Behind the calm voice was a man tending to his wounds in silence.
I know some karate,
Okay.
and it's not good to use. I don't see where all these bones came from, what you're talking about.
Well, so that's my next question is what did you do with her after that happened? She died in the driveway. So what did you do then? Where did you put her?
I don't think she died in the driveway, do you think?
Where did she die?
Like I said, she walked off somewhere.
Well, hang on, Jimmy, because we had already covered this.
He claimed it ended in the driveway, quick and brutal, but something didn't add up, not the timeline, not the silence, and definitely not the burial.
It is what it is, man. And we've already gotten to the point where you know that you killed her. You know that what you did ended her life. And you're saying it's self-defense. And look, that's what we're trying to put down on record here.
Okay.
But the next question is, what did you do with her after that happened?
Black box.
What black box?
Garbage.
Garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
So at the house, there's like a black box,
Well, yeah.
and you put her in this black box?
I waited a month until I put her in 2 construction bags.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
And I hauled her to a dumpster.
Okay.
When the officers pressed harder, his rehearsed calm began to crack. And what followed wasn't regret, it was logistics.
In my wagon, and that was it.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what else to do. There was a million maggots.
Yeah, I'll bet. Where was she until you hauled her to the dumpster?
In the black box.
Where's that black box?
Jimmy, do you mean a black garbage can
Yes.
that's in your driveway?
Yes.
Okay.
So she was in the black garbage can in your driveway,
Yes.
in one piece.
Yes.
Okay. And then you took her out in 2 pieces and put her into 2 bags. Is that right?
No.
I thought you said maybe I misunderstood. You put her into 2 bags? Or you double bagged her? Is that
Double bag.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, I doubled.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sense.
Yeah,
So
it's just-
you put her, because there were a million maggots, you threw her in these 2 bags, and then you put her in a wagon.
She'd been lying just feet from the world, stuffed in a bin.
You're up to a dumpster over there behind the other places.
What dumpster? What, like behind what place? Behind the school? Across the street? Or
Yeah, well,
yours?
that would have been, yeah, managed waste, I think it's called.
Waste management, yeah. And some of her bones ended up around the yard. We found them in the front bushes and along the side of the house. Did animals get into that black box? How did that happen?
Bones in the front bushes?
Yeah.
No, that ain't human.
But what do you think that is? They were human along the side of the house. You know that for sure.
He thought the dump would bury the truth, but denial was no longer an option.
The bones, just so we're clear, those bones that are along the side, the front of the house, I mean, like right next to the porch, you know, they're going to DNA test those bones, and we're going to know if they're human. I mean, I definitely don't know as I sit here today, but I'm going to know within a week or two. Is there any chance any of those are her? I mean, we're going to know, Jimmy, so.
I don't know how that could have happened.
Do you think that those bones might be her? They're not someone else, are they?
No.
They're not someone else.
Well, he might be, but I don't think so. I just don't understand.
Beneath the officer's calm tone was a tightening noose. The bones weren't just fragments, they were evidence, and DNA would name the body he tried to forget.
You could check it out if you want.
Listen, once we find bones like that are confirmed to be human along the side of your house, we're testing every other bone that we find in that house. Right, which actually kind of brings me to this stuff, the jewelry. Like,
I know it's creepy.
it would be if it were her. Is it her?
No, it's not her.
Okay. We're gonna
These are lamb.
yeah, I'm with you. We're gonna have to take it, and we're gonna have to check. You know that, right?
Well, they're over there.
I know. We're gonna take that, and make sure. Okay.
Because
I mean, you understand. If you were in our shoes, you would do the same thing. Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
but you can have them.
Yeah.
The walls were caving in. Every object was now a potential witness, and the clock was running out.
I went outside to see where she went, and she was standing out there, and she started going on me. And this was actually physical. She was punching on me, and that's when I gave her the cha-cha. I gave her the high karate.
Just kind of one and done kind of deal. Punch her hard enough to end it.
Pretty much. I just don't understand that.
So was she bleeding when this happened?
Outside, yeah.
So when you punched her, was she standing up or laying down?
Oh no. She was standing up fighting me.
He called it a high karate, one blow to end it all, but what spilled next wasn't just... It was a chain reaction he could never walk back.
Okay, so you punched her and she went down
Yep.
and obviously hit her head. And then you saw some blood, yeah?
Yeah. And then the rains came, so you didn't see any blood after.
Okay, so how long was she outside?
I'm gonna say 8 hours to 10 hours.
Okay. And then, so that's like overnight, probably, right?
Yeah.
So you get up the next morning and she's still there.
She went down hard and never got back up. The rain came, washing away the guilt and the evidence, but by morning she was still there. That's when he grabbed the bag, not to mourn, but to make her disappear.
Bag.
Okay. You put her in a bag at that point?
Yes.
Okay, so she at least had she was in one bag, and then you put her in that. What'd you do? You put her in a bag, and then what? What happened?
I put her in another bag.
Okay.
So you had 2 bags, right?
You double bagged her. Yep.
Because 2 construction bags will hold a midget like that.
Okay. She's pretty small.
Oh yeah, she was 5'4".
Okay. So you put her in these 2 construction bags, and then what?
I put her in the black bin
Okay.
to hide her for a while.
Okay. About a month. Did you wash off the driveway, or you said the rains did it? Did you make any efforts at cleaning the driveway?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. A month goes by, and then you take her out of that and put her in that radio flyer wagon, yeah?
And I run her up to the dumpster there.
He wrapped her up tight, hiding her away, waiting in silence. Then, under cover of night, he moved her like a secret no one was meant to find.
You know that you're going to be under arrest for this, right? We have to take you into custody on this. So you, from
When?
here, tonight. I mean, listen, you understand the drill.
No, I don't.
Okay, so we are going to book you for aggravated murder and abuse of a corpse tonight, okay? That means that you'll see a judge in the next couple of days, and you'll go through an arraignment process.
You mean I gotta sit in the clink?
Yeah.
James was no longer just a suspect. Charged with aggravated murder and abuse of a corpse, he faced the cold reality of a judge's courtroom ahead.
For this felony of the first degree involuntary manslaughter, sir, the court is giving you the maximum time of 11 years on the minimum side of the indefinite sentence. As we discussed before, your maximum side on that count alone will be determined by that sentence, which is 1/2, or in other words, 50% of that 11-year sentence, 5.5 years. So on that count alone, you're to receive an 11 to 16.5 year sentence. As to the offenses against the human corpse, commonly known as abuse of a corpse, felony in the 5th degree, the court will give you a sentence of 12 months on that.
James Dreyhus was charged with involuntary manslaughter and abuse of a corpse for the brutal killing and for turning her remains into a grotesque keepsake. He was sentenced to approximately 17.5 years. But no time served could ever undo the nightmare he carved into that driveway. If that left you speechless, hit like, smash subscribe, and turn on the bell. We've got more cases coming that are darker than fiction. You won't want to miss what's next.